Where was Peter when he denied Jesus? Was he in the courtyard of Annas' house, like John says? Or was he in the courtyard outside of Caiaphas' house, like Matthew, Mark, and Luke? Because John records Jesus with Annas. Sorry, I got those backwards. Yeah. John records Jesus with Annas. Matthew, Mark, and Luke record Jesus with Caiaphas. All four of them record Peter's denial as he's standing outside while Jesus is on trial. So where was it? Alan knew the answer to this one, but he blurted it out early. Both. They live in the same house. There's actually several possibilities. One is there's two locations. Yeah, they could share a courtyard. There's two. One possibility that's been offered by some people is there's two locations. He denies, over here, and then he follows Jesus, and then two more denials over here. Possible. I don't know that it really seems to fit that in the text. The one that I tend to favor is that Peter didn't go anywhere. Peter stayed right there in that same courtyard. And maybe it was two different houses that had a common area between them. Maybe, remember, Annas is a powerful public figure who's apparently has a big, powerful family. It's not outside of reason that he would have a family estate, palace, house, whatever you want to call it, and that Caiaphas would also be there. Maybe visiting. Maybe he lives there. But it's altogether possible that they first brought Jesus to Annas. Because he may not have the official title, but he's the one with the power. So they bring him to him. But then for the official trial, they take him over to Caiaphas, but Caiaphas is in the same house. So whenever it says that they sent Jesus to Caiaphas, they didn't send him across town, right? They sent him down the hall. Meanwhile, Peter is still outside in the courtyard denying Jesus. He never went anywhere. Do I know for a fact that's what happened and that's how it is? No, I don't know that. But here we have several options. Two different locations. One option is that, remember, first century kind of historian, they don't really mind with rearranging events some. So maybe they just thought it doesn't matter exactly where he was standing. They weren't focusing on, which house is he standing outside of. They just wanted to make sure it got recorded. That might drive our precision-focused minds nuts, but maybe they wouldn't care so much. There's one option. Another option is two locations. He denied once over here. They went across town over here, and he denied it two more times. Maybe another option is that they're in the same house, and Peter never went anywhere. They just moved Jesus down the hall. And another option is it's a contradiction. Okay, now, why is that one, the contradiction, the far more reasonable? No, we have other options that are just as reasonable, perfectly intelligible, and given the way families and things functioned back then, right? You didn't go off to college and never move back home. You tended to stay together multiple generations in a house. So it's actually rather feasible that they could be in the same location. There's no reason to think that the most rational option is that it must be a contradiction. And so, once again, there is no problem. We're not running around making up excuses. We're not trying to give solutions to problems. We're pointing out there is no problem. There's no contradiction. There's no inconsistency. It's just the Bible, telling the story with different authors giving different perceptions.